Hello, hello. Right, so I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to start coming in, piling in a couple minutes early. I have some really cool, important, exciting stuff I want to show you. Excuse me, for those of you guys that are here, I'm gonna be showing something that, quite frankly, I think is, I've been showing just a few people, and everyone I showed is quite blown away with what we're building over here. So I'm excited to share with you the process, what we've been up to, and how you. That's most importantly how it's going to benefit. Uh-oh, my device got removed. Hopefully, it brings it back up. Um, uh-oh. All right, sorry about that. I got kicked off for a second. Let me know if you guys are hearing my audio. So just, I guess, in questions, say can hear the audio or in chat, so I know that I'm not okay. Perfect. I see people saying hear you. Perfect. All right. So I'm hoping that you guys heard my last bit, but I have some very, very cool, like just like this is some very, very exciting stuff. My team has been working very, very hard on this. We're excited to share this with you. And like I was mentioning before I got cut off, we're going to show you what we've been up to and how, most importantly, it's going to affect your bottom line, affect your return on investment. So this stuff is really, really top of the food chain knowledge. And I'm going to definitely field all of your questions, because I know it's going to be a ton of questions at the end of this. So I'm just going to give a few minutes for a few more people. It's 3:01. We started a little early. A few more minutes for people to pile on. And in the meantime, I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen, give it a few more minutes. But let's see. Are you guys seeing my screen? I don't think you guys are seeing my screen. Um, okay. Now you guys should be seeing my screen. Yes. Okay, perfect. So I'll just open this up, just get it ready as you guys kind of pile in. Give it 2 more minutes, and I'll start with the presentation, but I'll start to open up some of the stuff we're doing. All right, sweet. So, all right, well, I'll go ahead and kind of get started. I see you guys. There's a good amount of you guys. I'm recording this, so we'll do a replay for any of you guys that need the replay. Sorry, let me turn off my chat. Well, it's too late. Okay, so as you see, we have an ad here before you, IVC. So that's the big push that we're doing right now. We're really going to get into mass tort lawsuits. That's really what we're getting into right now, which is class action. So mass tort is a fancy way of saying class action lawsuits. So IVC, heart filters is a big class action lawsuit. Hernia mesh is another one we're about to get into. Another one is Xarelto and talcum powder. So those are all very, very big class action lawsuits that are currently going on. That there's a that people are that big law firms are spending a lot of money to try to acquire these cases. Okay, so in the past couple of the past 3 months, my team and I have been building a call center in San Diego. So, and we've partnered up with a law firm, so we're able to uh, to 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 buy these leads essentially. So what we're building up is a mass tort agency. So we're going to be the biggest mass torch guys on the market. That's the goal. And the goal is to train you guys on how to generate them. And this is the direction I think we should all go. This is white hat, completely compliant, very very profitable. Okay, so this is a very very profitable campaign, and they're under the radar. So these aren't campaigns that we're gonna have a lot of competition on. We're gonna be able to stack our money on this, and just be under the radar. And it's completely compliant. We're not gonna have to worry about Facebook shutting us down, ducking and diving, all the nonsense that we have to deal with some of those other lead gen verticals. So we've been doing this. We've spent quite a bit of money. We've spent about 40 grand on some, all together buying the data. So you don't have to. So that's why you guys are in the program, is uh, let us negotiate the deals, and let us go in and chop the hedges, so to speak. And we go in with our machetes and clear the path for y'all, so it makes it easier for us to all walk and enjoy the scenery, versus struggling to try to make a campaign profitable. So the past 3 months we've been working out. We spent a bunch of money, but we have a very profitable campaign that we want to share with you here. Okay, so are you guys excited? Is this cool? Is this like the type of stuff that you guys want? You guys want to see real life campaigns, right? Not like old campaigns. You got to see what's happening right now in the moment. Perfect. Hell yeah. Awesome. Great. Sick, guys. All right. So as you see, this campaign is obviously doing very, very well. This is, it definitely struck a vein. No pun intended. Well, these are blood clot filters. They basically they're supposed to break up blood clot filters, but they've been busting up people's veins. So we're gonna go ahead and click on it. Here is the advertorial we're using. Ronnie Sanders exclusive. And by the way, if you guys are interested in this, we're gonna make you guys sign very very strict contracts saying that there's no compete. Obviously, like, we want you guys to come and make money with us, but we don't want is for you to go take out these campaigns and go try to compete with us. If we all work together here, there's a lot more money than all of us trying to compete with against each other. Okay, like and this is when we were running student debt big time. There's a lot of us that made a lot of money running student debt, and we didn't compete. We don't focus on competition. We focus on help each other out. Okay, so you guys are gonna need, if you guys want in on this, we're gonna need to sign contracts saying you're not gonna go in and try to, do monkey business. We're all here to make money. There's plenty of money in this, guys. So here's the advertorial, sweet and simple. How's the advertorial look? So I'll put that out, and do me a favor, guys. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Do not go and like the Facebook page, okay? Don't go and uh, uh, comment and like and stuff. Don't do it, because it fucks the data up. I don't, then it's going to be starting to show the ads to all these marketers. So don't do it. Like, I know it's tempting to go and go and like these Facebook properties. If you notice, I don't like any of my own Facebook properties. There's a reason, multiple reasons. First off, I don't want people going back and knowing it's me. That's a dead giveaway. So here it is. Booyah. Thousands of Americans, IBC, blah, blah, blah. They come over here, they click on that link, and then we have a beautiful lander. Look at this lander. This lander, $10,000 lander. Look at that. Boom. Boom. And again, don't fill out a fake lead, guys. Like, be respectful. This is a live campaign. Okay. Okay. And then they put out their name and email. And obviously, I'm not going to do it. And then they're going to submit a case review, and that's it. The leads pay out $300 a lead. We're gonna probably try to boost it up to about 350, but right now we're gonna start at 300. And I'll show you where we're at per lead. So right now, as of today, on average, the last 7 days, we've done 44 leads. So we just started. Obviously, we just started. We've only spent $7,000 this week. So we're just buying the data. So already we're just about doubling our money. Okay, so $156 per lead. And then what we're at is $300 to get paid. So 44 times 156. We made about $7,000 profit this week. So like doubling our money. How do you guys think about that? How do you guys feel about that? let me go back to the chat. Questions. Awesome, sweet, sick. All right, awesome. Yeah, this is it. This is a new winner. I think we're gonna make a lot of money. My goal is with this guy, you guys, is to train you guys how to run these campaigns. So we're the tightest, the best, the baddest, the biggest money makers in mass tort there is. And together, if we all work together, this is going to be a very lucrative industry to get into. And if you let, yeah, and if you work with us here, I promise you guys that we will build this into a big, big, massive machine, and something that we can all really be proud of that we built, because this is ground level shit right here. We've just partnered with a law firm, and so we're going to be able to do stuff that no other network is able to do, because we are a law firm slash affiliate network to work with, basically. So it's all being built out. This is all new. I'm rolling this out as we're getting it. This is all real time. I'm never, you guys that have been with me for long enough know that when I have something great, I'm going to share it with you. When I don't, I'm not going to BS you. You know what I mean? Like, we're all working towards making something big for our families, for ourselves. And this is a big one. This is a whale. This is going to be huge. Not only is already are we seeing good profit on it, and this is week one, but the potential here is massive, infinitely scalable. These law firms will take on massive amounts of these, and on top of that, there's many, many more similar verticals we can hit right away that these law firms are breathing down my neck to just wire me money to get these leads. So, yeah, basically, I mean, this is how we're running. I guess I can kind of walk you guys through how we've been running it. And so this is kind of a thing we've been doing is we're doing this PPE. So we do a page post engagement. So we just to get up engagements, we're not expecting to get leads out of it. And so that builds up the social proof. And then so today, for example, the last 7 days we've only spent $350, and we spent 7 grand on um, optimizing for actual website conversions. But it's just like it's a good little boost. It gives us a good little ROI boost. Will this be profitable long term? I think so. I think so. Just like with anything, you have to be ahead of the trends. You have to be ahead of the market. Is it going to be something that will last forever? I don't know. Asbestos has been ongoing lawsuits for like fucking 30 years. And you still, anytime you turn on the TV, you're going to see an asbestos lawsuit commercial. So I would have every reason to believe this is a very long term thing. Now, just like with anything, you have to assume the worst. You have to assume that this is short term and plan for that and stack up multiple verticals and keep moving. The name of the game is not to stay stagnant here. If you're staying stagnant, just like a shark that stays still drowns. You cannot stay still. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep pushing the ball forward. So, it's a bit of a loaded question, but I see this as very stable. I'm betting my whole business on it. My whole team and I are very, very smart people. We've made a lot of money together, and this is what we're all betting on. We're really focusing the whole business over towards this mass tort, class action lawsuit stuff. And yeah, I think but just about as long term and stable as it can get. So I'm not going to start selling skin and diet. Look, the skin and diet game, those are for the real game. There is keeping your merchant accounts long enough to make money, alive long enough to make money. I don't like playing those games. I like a business that I know that I'm doubling my money. I can sit and chief, and I'm not worried about competition. I'm not worried about my accounts going down. I'm not worried about uh, lawsuits or the FTC breathing down my neck because we're doing some shady trial offer. I don't want that. I want to make a lot of money. I want to do it under the radar, and I don't want any headaches. And this is as good as it gets based off of the intel I've been able to receive the years of us doing this. So class action stuff is very lucrative. Very few people are doing it, and the guys that are doing it have gotten very, very lazy. They use very, very lazy boy marketing strategies. And the biggest way that these guys are generating the mass tort leads right now is through uh, Google search. So when people are searching, but the problem is when people are searching, they're already shopping. If they're searching, information about IVC lawsuits, they're going to call two or three lawyers. So the lead quality goes down drastically. However, when we get them on Facebook, when we get them through this advertorial and we educate them, and then we're able to capture that lead right away before they go start going through the educational and discovery process, the sales cycle. Once we catch them in that before at part, the value of that lead is exponentially higher. You have less headaches with that lead, and you have a lead that isn't necessarily educated, that you can educate them yourself. And so for these people, these lawyers, it's very valuable because they're not going to be worried about these guys jumping from one lawyer to another, which is a very big concern because these lawyers will put down money in acquiring the case, they buy the lead. Obviously the lead costs, is expensive, and then they have to commit to litigation costs and the cost to bring on the client. And so they have a lot to lose if these guys start jumping ship. And so a lot of these guys have bad experiences with these Google AdWords leads, because these are shoppers. They're shopping one person to another. And so the beautiful thing about the way we're generating them on Facebook, they're very high quality. And we have something that there's very few people doing mass tort stuff on Facebook the way we're doing it with the advertorials and educating them first with the pre-sale. It's very unique. It's a very good position for all of us to be in. And like I said, the buyers are out there. They're infinite, and they have big pockets. See, some of these guys are backed up by hedge funds. So we're talking private equity money, guys. We're not talking. They're playing four-dimensional chess, so their access to money is on a totally different level. So them throwing out $100,000 even just to test this vertical is nothing for them. So that's another reason why it's so attractive to us over here is because these guys are cowboys. These class action law firm guys. These guys are cowboys with their private jets. They're gamblers. They're willing to take a risk. They're willing to take a bet on leads. And so what we provide is high quality leads. So the way I told it to them is like I said, look, guys, I have a group of guys called, in my school head knowledge that we can run traffic. So our skill set over here as a school's head knowledge is we have the ability to drive leads and sales to your law firm. And your guys' specialty is you guys dress up in your nice little suits, your nice little tailored suits, and you show up with your briefcase and that charming smile, and you walk out of that courtroom with a big fat fucking check. And so if we work together, we're gonna make a lot of money, and they love that shit. So like I said, we're really liking this vertical, and so I guess I'll field your questions. I did, I wanted to make this announcement to you guys, show you guys what we're doing, you know, uh, show you guys what's working right this second, how we're spending our money versus just theory and concepts. Like what you guys, what I would want to learn is, okay, what are you doing right now to make money online? And this is what we're doing. So um, what is WC? What WC means website conversion. So let me show you how we're. Excuse me. So we're optimizing for the elite event lead. Okay. So we're optimizing for website conversions. So yeah, so that's basically it. Bad veins. People with bad veins. Big market. Okay. So I'll just open it up to questions that you guys have, either about campaigns that you guys currently have, or questions about this, or I'll look at your campaigns. We'll just open up the Q&A part of this. You'll be dealing directly with us. So we're the buyers. We're the law firm. That's what's so exciting about this. Like, we're not hopping through a bunch of brokers. You're going to us. We have very good systems. It's not ready yet, so don't breathe down our necks. We're still getting it ready. We're building out the system, so give us 2 weeks. I wanted to make the announcement now so you guys can start wrapping your head around IBC, but it will be ready. We are going to give you guys login to start running traffic through us, and we'll make it happen. Is this available for us now? What is the realist budget to start this? Well, let's look at my budget. I would say exactly how we budgeted is what I would recommend. So let's see, the first day that we, I think we started it there. So week one we spent $500. Let's see, Sunday to Saturday. Week two we spent $6,000. Let's see, where are we at now? Okay, that's where we're at. I guess we're at week two. We just started it. So I mean, you're gonna need to drop some money. This isn't, like I said, you're opening up a barber shop. It's gonna cost you 6 grand just to fucking buy a seat at the barber shop. And then you're gonna need four of those chairs to open up a barber shop. A barber shop itself is gonna cost you over $100,000 to invest in, and you're never gonna make $1 million with a barber shop. Okay, so the idea of investing a bit of money to make this work, we put in total a lot less than a barber shop, and I'll guarantee you we're going to make a lot more than any barber shop makes in the next 2 months. So $9,000 is what I put in the lifetime so far, and I guess it was June 12th. Hey, Steve, could you answer this and see somebody from Vegas? Sorry about that, guys. Um, where should we be at on the SOHK to really see results? Um, well, I mean, these weekly trainings are good. I mean, the results are going to come from running the traffic. That's where you're going to see your results. Running the traffic, spending the money, and buying the data. It's the same exact formula that we use over and over again. And so I would just focus on. I mean, we're gonna up the frequency of these trainings, and then also we're gonna give you campaigns. So very very soon, I showed you our campaigns here, but we'll help you replicate our campaigns to make it as smooth as possible for you guys. What is the payout frequency? I'm not sure. It's looking like it's going to be a net 15. And it depends on how much traffic you're sending us. So if you're sending us, $1,000, it's going to be a net 30. If you're sending us $1,000 a month, don't expect to get paid out bi-weekly. If you're sending us 10,000 a week, yeah, we're gonna get you your money back as quick as possible because we know you're burning through cash flow and you need your money back. So, typically a net 15 is as the average. Actually, net 30 is average in the industry, but we'll keep the payments tight for you guys. We know cash flow is an issue. We want you guys to scale. We want to help you guys scale. So we'll keep the payout tight on it. With so few leads, how do you get enough to target in Facebook? Well, I mean, I don't see it as a few leads. In the past, in this lifetime, we've gotten 58 leads. So yeah, we spent $9,000 to generate 58 leads. Um, but we're buying the data, and we'll make our first lookalike list under 200 leads. So what are we like? We're getting there. We're a quarter of the way there. We're not there yet. Um, but that's the name of the game. We're profitable now. As of today, in past couple of days, we're doubling our money. So to me that's excellent because I can double my money and gain the data. We haven't even optimized yet. This is unoptimized, So I actually expect this to be something even somewhere north of maybe even 200% ROI once we're done optimizing it. So I don't know if that answers your question, but we feel like this is enough data. We're getting enough data. On top of that, if we feel like it's taking a while to get the data, what we do is you see right here where we created we created lookalike lists around the viewed content. So these are people that view the advertorial or actually visited the landing page. And so we're capturing the data from those view content audiences as well. So this isn't like a dollar pen submit. It's gonna take a bit of money to optimize and to build up the data. But this is so far so good. We're optimizing profitably, which is a blessing in this industry. What is your expected ROI in the next month? We're goal is to take it to 20 grand profit next month. Our ultimate goal is to get this to $10,000 profit per day, within 3 months. So we should next week, we should be pushing 800, 900, maybe $1,000 profit days by next week. But not a lot of data. Yeah, well, I could see what you're saying. Like there's not a lot of data, because we're not generating a lot of leads. But like I said, we can optimize off of the view content pixel as we're building up that actual lead conversion data. See, like this one right here is a 2% of the view content pixel. So this view content pixel is placed on, for example, this page has a view content. As soon as they hit the landing page, we have a view content. That means that they've read the advertorial, they're interested, and they've gone on to actually fill out a lead. Maybe they didn't all qualify, obviously, but at least they're at that point where they're interested. So building a lookalike around this audience is actually pretty good. So we have enough data. We already have enough data to build. So I'll show you where we're at with that audience. So view content. So right here, the view content we have 200. That's an audience of 200. Obviously not huge, but we can create a lookalike list around 200. That's our first lookalike list we'll create. So we created a 1, 5, and 10 lookalike list around the view content, and we're testing all three of them right now. And so that will get us closer, and that will bring down the CPM cost, of targeting, the way we're targeting now, bring down our CPL considerably. But again, it's not fully optimized because we haven't built the lookalike around leads. Our leads audience is only 30, right? So it's obviously very small. So we're still building it up. Once it gets 200, we will build lookalike, and then ultimately what we're trying to get it to is 500. 500 we found is a sweet spot, but we'll start at 200. Yeah. Okay. So what other questions do you guys have, attendees? Let's see. Ben, if you want, I can put if you I notice your hand is up. Um, do you want to go on your mic? If you guys want to go on mic and ask me a question, put your hands up and I'll unmute you. Okay, I'm gonna go digital. I know that you have something to say, so I see you're not connected to audio though, bro. Okay, so I'll connect you to audio, Ben. I'm gonna unmute you now. You there?
Yep,
Awesome. So what's your question, Ben? How's it going, buddy?
not too bad. How you doing, Ronnie?
Good,
So
good, good, good.
good. I have all the stuff lined up for you this time. So if you want to look at my screen, I can show you like what's going on.
Yep, let's take a
If you
look.
okay,
I'm gonna make you a presenter and have you share your screen. You ready to share your screen?
yep, I have it. Show this. Okay, can you see the
All right.
volume there?
Yep. Let's take a look at what's going on.
Okay, so this is just for yesterday to give you an example, right? So let's see. None of this stuff lines up. So in here, this is the Facebook campaign. So Facebook's saying I sent 375 clicks, right? So that equates to a volume visit. So volume is consistently way overstating the number of clicks from Facebook. For one, so that's one piece. And then here they say volume says, okay, 43 of those people click through the advertorial to the lander, right? And
Hmm.
if I go over here to purple leads, they say it was only 31 people. So there's always that differential.
Under reporting.
Yeah,
So
underreporting.
Facebook is, you say volume is over reporting.
Yeah,
It there's there it, that could be, it could be simply duplicates, that they're firing duplicates volume firing duplicates, but to me that this is have you talked to you're doing it through Purple? Have you talked to the tech over there about this?
To at Purple? No, I just
Yeah.
assumed that they would think that their system is the system of record. Um,
No, 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 no. They're very good. This is something that you know that could be a multi-do problem. I'm thinking there's you what you want to make sure is that all the pixels are firing correctly. So having that communication with who you're working over there, by the way, at Purple, you're working with
it's Josh.
Daniel, Josh. Okay, that's right, Josh. Yeah, Josh is a good guy. Just hit him up and say, hey, I'm noticing that it's under reporting here. Um, let's get to the bottom of this, and they will look on their side and dig apart because they don't want anyone. And this is I know for a fact from working with them for so long and doing a lot of business with them that they don't want you to think that they're fleecing you. They'll work out get out they'll go out of their way to make sure the reporting lines up. So
Okay.
there's a lot of variables to why it's not, but I would start with the tech part with them first, and they'll walk. They've dealt with this a million times. They'll handle it for you.
Okay, so I'll walk backwards from Purple, and this here is another kind of weird thing, right? Two conversions, no payout. Um, that's
Yeah, the conversion. See, with the solar right now, is the problem with that is not all of these are qualifying because it may be out of zip code. So ask them, okay, why did two of them convert and there's no payout for it? It could be a multiple reasons. Some of them are in a bucket, so you know you get paid out once they actually sell, once they convert. So you may ask, oh, is this am I getting paid on acquisition on this? So that's why it passed the conversion, but the pay on hasn't registered yet. Or are you selling it? Is it out of qualified? Why didn't it qualify? They'll tell you why it isn't qualified. And then you it could be their biggest answer is going to be, well, it's out of zip code. So you're going to want to exclude those zip codes out of your ad sets.
gotcha. Okay. And one last thing about Facebook here. So I just want to know what is normal. What I have noticed is that if I have a profitable day, it'll be I need at least 15% people clicking through from the advertorial to the lander, right?
Yeah, yeah,
and
that's a
and
good
so
percentage.
okay, so if that's so you're saying that's totally normal, which is okay. I guess I just need to work on the lander or the
What
advertorial.
I would do, what I would do here, there's a software called Hotjar, because now you're at the point where you need to start like dialing in what's going on when they land on your page. So there's a software called Hotjar, Hotjar, and I'll actually let me go back and hold that thought. I want to go to your campaigns, but I think this is super important to share with you because this is super applicable for you. So
Sure.
give me 1 second. I'm going to make myself presenter. Um, this is really cool. This hot jar is a really cool thing to put on your stuff because you can see how people are interacting with your advertorials. So they have heat maps and user record. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see my screen, Ben?
Yep.
Okay. So here's what I'm doing for another mass tort thing I'm doing for longshoremen. And so you can see where people are clicking, right? Where you're losing, where you're bleeding people. So two
Oh,
people click, three people. So these you can see where you're bleeding and where what calls to actions are working, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah. I
if you
need to.
notice right here, this is like what's getting my most called actions down to the bottom. This kind of like question, but I don't know these results until until I get the data, and that's why this is so cool. It even shows you what it looks like on mobile or desktop or tablet. So you see this on mobile. It's a quick version, very very good. So we started testing it, moving it up a bit, and we noticed the more we move this up, the more people that would jump over from the advertorial to the landing page. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And
That's
then
awesome.
yeah, it's like $70. It's worth. You don't have to do. You just have to do a test once, and then you get a good idea. You can do some cool stuff with it. So here's some recordings. So you can put it on like multiple speeds, so you can see exactly how people are interacting with your site, and it gives you a really, really good snapshot of what you need to fix. There's a lot of insight to be gained watching how people actually interact with your site. So I'll pause that. I'm going to go back to your screen, Ben. I think that you should install that, and
Yeah,
it'll give you a lot of insight that you're not currently maybe analyzing right now.
yeah, for sure.
Make presenter.
Does that let you run split tests?
No, the split test. If you want to run split test, I would use BWO, um, which is good. But I would say you're not there yet. Let's focus on your advertorial right now, and you'd be surprised how a few small tweaks in your advertorial, like moving up your calls to action a little bit or testing out a different call to action, will improve your ROI quite significantly.
Okay, cool. Um, so this back to this thing. Last question I had here was just about the whether this stuff is relatively normal. Like the CTRs that I'm seeing on this, or I mean, maybe I'm too focused on CTR, but it like they're not great. These actually some of the new test I
Let's
have
take a
has
look
some
at
of the better
let's
ones.
look
But
at let's take a look at your ad. Let's see what's going on.
so okay, so like uh, there's really freaking nothing in here. It's great.
And I'll show you what you can do to dramatically improve that.
Okay, I'll take the best one, I guess. Yeah, I tested a bunch of different copy actually, and your control beat it all. So that's why it's like
Yeah.
that.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. I would try, but definitely put. I like it. By the way, it looks really good. Emoticons, big time boost. Big time boost. Use like the fire hydrant emoticon or the fire. There's a site called Emoticon Copy and Paste. Here, let me send you guys the link right now. It's getamoji.com, and it helps. It helps pretty significantly. I'm posting it in the chat, guys. So, what I would do is add some emojis, um, like an alert emoji,
Like right up
and
here.
yeah, like attention. Here, I'll send you like the emoji right now. Did you see that? Did you see the emoji I just sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that emoji, say attention. Here, let me write it out for you. Attention. Savvy American are taking advantage of this little known tax loophole. All right, let me. Oh, obviously, I had a misspelling known, but it's still use that one. Do you see it? Do you see how I typed it out for you?
Yes. Yeah. I think. Oh, I didn't do the attention part.
So experiment with
Awesome.
emojis, and then your images. Is that your best converting image?
Yeah. Well, I mean, converting, I don't have enough data to really say. That's the one that had the best CTR yesterday, but they bounce all over the place really from
Yeah.
one day to the next.
Right. You have to let it sit and duplicate. I would duplicate them 3 times. You have a lot of test images. I would shorten up the amount. How many images are you testing?
Well, this is you see, I've turned a lot of them off. So
Yeah.
I have definitely burned probably way too much money testing images,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. It's all
but
good, man. What I would do is I like that image. Do you have Photoshop?
yeah,
Bump up that contrast on that image and
okay,
try that. That will just that what that will do is just makes it pop.
okay.
So I'll show you how to. I'll share my screen with y'all, and then I'll show you why. I mean, how that works. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Looking for a good image to use. 1 second, guys. Okay, you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, go over here to adjustments. Go over here to oh, this is vibrance. No, brightness contrast. Here it is. You just bump up that contrast, man. Bump it up, and then bump up the saturation. It just makes it pop more.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's good.
obviously it's not, but it just brings that out. You know, I'll do it with another image so you guys can see. It's pixelated, but you guys get the idea. Um, it looks a little wonky for like people that are actually into like photography and stuff. It's kind of painful to do this, but the point isn't to make it look pretty. The point is just to make it pop. You see how it made it pop?
Yeah,
So, and it's ugly. It's a little annoying on the eyes, but it will improve your CTR.
awesome.
So cool. What else did you want to go over, Ben?
That's it, man. That's a lot to work on. I'll just keep cranking on it. I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, and also stay in the loop with this IVC. It's going to be like I said, we're profitable day one. Well, not day one. We're profitable day three, but the first week we're profitable. So, I think it'll be a slam dunk for all of us to jump into as
Yeah,
well.
that sounds awesome.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for that. Book your mic. Um, cool, cool, cool. Raul, let's see. You have your hand raised, Raul. I'm going to connect you to audio now. Raul, you there? Waiting on you, Raul. All right. So, um, let me know if you got yourself connected to the mic again, Raul. I'll unmute you, but I'm muting you again. Should we be doing breakdowns before we get? We start at 200 conversions to build a lookalike audience. If, for example, like on IBC, it costs a bit of money to get these conversions, and are like $20 conversions. Then you build the lookalike list around the view content pages. It's just kind of will speed you up a little bit in the process and save you money. But the ultimate ones you're trying to build out are the lead conversions, and you want to build a lookalike list around that. All right. Is there any more questions here, guys? All right. I'm not seeing anything else. We're gonna recontinue the training again for next Monday. We'll do it Monday at. Do you guys prefer morning or evening for next week's training? We'll go ahead and put it in the books now. Ray, we'll give you the replay. Go ahead and email me. I'll give you that replay as soon as it's done rendering because it's really cool. We're doing class action lawsuits, so I have some profitable campaigns that I want to share with you guys. So it's worth going through the replay, Ray. But you'll have to go through the whole thing because you're going to want to learn more of the details. Yes, it'll be in the training under upcoming training, and we'll post it under the Slack group. So we'll go ahead and schedule it now. So what we'll do is let me do a poll real quick. Create a new poll for what's let's see, create poll. Um, Evening training. What time for next training? So it's just gonna say evening Pacific Standard Time, morning Pacific Standard Time. Uh, so if you guys see the poll, just go ahead and fill that out. Oh, maybe did I launch poll? Okay, did you guys see the poll? Fill that out, and then we'll schedule it right now, and that's kind of fun. And then we'll go ahead and put that in the books right away. We'll put it in the Slack channel. So while we're going through that, any more questions that you guys have? 1,500 engagements. That's good. Well, if you're doing it based off of people that engage with your Facebook page, which by the way is good. We've actually created that. It's a good one to create. That's a good amount. 1,500 engagements of people that have engaged with your Facebook page. But also, what you want to do is create three different lookalike audiences: a 1%, a 5%, and a 10%, and then test those three and see which one backs out better. So it's almost split 50-50. We basically need one more person to put in their vote, and so far we're leaning towards morning Pacific Standard. Uh-oh, just went 50-50. So 80% of y'all voted. So there's one or two of you guys that haven't voted yet. I'm just gonna call it if it doesn't in the next couple seconds. So what do you think, Steve? Morning or evening? Because we're evening's winning. Evening's winning. 87% going once, going twice. Done. So evening we'll do it same time. We'll do same time next. Do you have that? What you love now, Steve? So we'll just shoot Monday, same time as we started this one, so 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll have more data for you guys on this IBC stuff. What should we cut back on performing states? Within I would say within $500 if they're not backing out on solar, I would cut back on it. Even $300 if it's your way negative, cut back on it. And I'm not currently running solar right this second, But what I know with the guys that are doing it and crushing it, they're focusing on state by state. And they're saying, and they're focusing on like their biggest state usually is California. And California's payouts are like 30 40 $30 40 something around there. And so there's an opportunity there by really focusing on those prime states that are backing out the best. I'm running credit repair, but credit repair is awesome. Credit repair is one of the big ones right now. Credit repair, um, background checks are huge, and those are two really good ones to get into right now, and also a refi. Those are what people are crushing on Facebook. So cool. I'm gonna go ahead and end this out. Is there any more questions here, guys? All right. Try again. All right, Raul. I'll give you that. I'll jump you on Raul. But if your mic's not working, we'll have to wait till the next session. All right, Raul, you there, buddy? I unmuted you, Raul. Um, I think the best thing, Raul, for you to do is you can actually his GoToWebinar. You can call on your phone and use that as your microphone. So if you're having mic problems, definitely call on your phone, and we'll make it will alleviate that in the future. But I don't think we're going to be able to make it on this one, Raul. All right, guys. So thank you guys for where can I get the best offers for credit repair? A4D has very, very good credit repair offers. Envious Media, ENVYUS, ENVYUS. I'll add them to our approved broker list. Envious, talk to Jerry Moody. Tell them I sent you. Tell him Ronnie Sandlin sent you. So, Envious Media. They're good for credit repair. All right, guys. Thank you for everything as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very excited, and I'm just on the closing notes. This new campaign has been a long time coming for our team. It's something that we've really been working hard on for the past 3 months. We've spent close to six figures already, not only in running the traffic, but also the overhead of the software and all that. So we're all in on this. So our goal is to spend all that money so you guys don't have to, so you guys can just start making money the first couple of days. And I'm very excited about this. So if you guys want to have a conversation with me, Skype about this one-on-one this week, hit me up on Skype, Ronnie Sandlin, and I'd love to have a conversation with you guys one-on-one because I really am very, very extremely confident this is going to be a big, big, big push for us, and it's going to make a lot of us very, very rich very, very quickly. All right, guys. Thanks again. Cheers. Bye bye.